love dumplings, but due to health consciousness, you don't want to have that outer covering of the all-purpose flour, that is maida, then this is the perfect recipe for you. Hello and welcome to Magic in My Food. This is Jyoti Dalmia. Today I am making Italian gnudi. Yes, these are your naked dumplings. They are too delicious and they are full on health quotient. So let's begin with it. Well, these gnudis have become a favorite recipe of mine and I am dead sure it will become yours too. So for this I have taken a big bowl into which I am dropping the squeezed blanched spinach. This is nothing but just the spinach which I have dropped in hot water, left it for at least 5 to 10 minutes and I have just taken it out and I have squeezed out the extra water. Adding some ricotta cheese. If you don't have ricotta cheese, you can add your normal cottage cheese even. And to that I am going to add wheat flour, a little bit of wheat flour. This will help in binding of the gnudi or the dumplings. Now I am adding a bit of salt. Remember, spinach has a little bit of salt, so I am not adding much salt, and ricotta also has a bit of salty flavor. So now I am going to just mix it. Yes, this is the preparation of the dumpling. Very few ingredients are required and this you will love it. You can have it as it is also. Just make patties out of it and lovely cutlets, that is air fried cutlets, you can make out of it. But yes, I am going to steam it. So I am just mashing and mixing it up so that the spinach, the ricotta cheese, wheat flour gets easily mixed up properly. And now I am going to roll out into small balls. See, my dough is perfect. So now I have taken another plate and I am going to roll out small portions of it in an oval shape. You can do a round shape even, whatever shape you like. I like this shape so much, so I am making oval shaped dumplings. I love, whenever we go to any restaurant or whenever I make the dumpling, always the cover of the dumpling, that is the all-purpose flour cover, is always left behind. And we tend to eat the inside portion, which is very little. But in this case, this is too good in quantity. So here I am rolling out the dumplings, and I think you can make other stuffings also like this. Imagine you can make with endimin also. I love endimin dumplings. So that can also be made in this similar way. So here I am rolling it out and here goes the last piece. I am just leveling out the remaining dough. See, it's done. Now this is ready for steaming. See, beautiful. Now I am going to steam it. Yes, but I am microwaving it for 3 minutes, and if you want to steam it on a gas stove just for 10 minutes. And in the microwave I am steaming with water in a different bowl. Here I am microwaving for 3 minutes. This dish is ready within 10 to 15 minutes. It's done. See, beautifully big, lovely color it has taken. It's quite hot, be careful. See, it's perfectly cooked. And now I'm going to prepare the gravy. Yes, the tomato gravy. So I've heated a non-stick pan, or heat a pan. You don't need a non-stick pan for this. Add oil to it and let it get hot. And after the oil gets heated, I am going to add the garlic. Yes, finely chopped garlic goes into it. I like a bit of big pieces because I like the bite of the garlic which comes inside my mouth. So if you want, you can chop it finely, saute it a bit. I am adding some red chili flakes. This you can add more or less according to the chilliness you want. If you want more spicy, add some more. If you want some less, you can add less, or you can in fact avoid even if you don't want any chilliness in your gravy. So here I am adding the tomato puree. This is my homemade puree. Simply boil the tomatoes, remove the skin and just puree it. It's so easy. I always keep a stock of the tomato puree in my house. Just stir it and let it cook. The flavor, the aroma, my whole kitchen is filled with the aroma of this gravy, See, it has started boiling, oil has seeped out, beautiful color it has taken, and my gravy is almost done. So here I am adding a little bit of salt. So it has started boiling. Let it cook for some time on slow flame, and now I am going to add some spring onions. Yes, some spring onion goes into it, will add the crunchiness to this recipe, and it's done. Just shut the stove. My tomato gravy is done. So now comes the serving time, or the finale you can say. So here comes a beautiful dish, a serving dish. I love this plate, the pizza shaped plate. Here I am pouring the tomato gravy, because on the bed of the tomato gravy will come the dumplings. So I've just poured the tomato gravy, spreading it out a bit to enhance the aesthetic of the recipe. This looks so beautiful. Now I'm going to place the dumplings, that is the steamed dumplings. Just place the dumplings on top of the gravy. So here I am placing. Here goes the first piece. The second piece goes. My mouth is watering. The color is so enticing. I know this is meant for 2 people or 3 people, but I can devour the whole quantity. I have made a keto version of this also. You can check it out. The link has been provided above. So if you have liked it and enjoyed it, just go and make this lovely Italian gnudi, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and post comments and queries. I would love to answer it. Thank you.